Hi everyone, this is Alexander Dunlop. I'm a guide and teacher of life, teaching you how to play the game of life. Life is a game that we've all taken too seriously, but if it wasn't challenging, it wouldn't hold our interest. We are here to play the game of life. And this week, the card that represents the energy in play for us is the 10 of Diamonds. 52 cards in the deck of 52, 52 weeks in our year. Coincidence? Each week is an energy pattern, represented symbolically in this sacred geometric structure. And the 10 of Diamonds is an energy that represents material abundance. Diamonds is the symbol of what matters to us, the vibrations of life that have hardened into a material form. What matters could be money, could be relationships, could be career, could be spiritual growth. What matters to you? What matters to you is going to be on abundant display this week. The abundance of your life. And this is true whenever the 10 of Diamonds energy is present, whether as one of the 13 cards in your life path or whether as one of your yearly cards. So what I'm describing for you is true whenever this 10 of Diamonds energy shows up. And it can show up in a lot of different ways. It can be your daily card, it can be your birth card, it could be your Pluto card, it could be the card of your year. There's a lot of ways and times that this 10 of Diamonds could show up for you. Whenever it does, it means that you're going to be in the spotlight. And you might receive compliments and praise. You might squirm in the spotlight. You might sweat in the spotlight, so to speak. You might feel uncomfortable or awkward whenever this 10 of Diamonds energy is present. What can happen is you may overextend yourself. You may feel unworthy of the accolades or the praise, or merely even unworthy to say no. You might feel like you have to say yes. You might feel obligated to do what the other person wants you to do, or to fulfill whatever commitment you see in front of you, or that is present for you. It may seem impossible for you to say no, like you have to do it. And so you may overextend yourself. And if you overextend yourself, you may double cross yourself. Look at this symbolism. There's two X's. So you want to be aware of potentially double crossing yourself whenever this 10 of Diamonds is present, which it is this week. So I encourage you to be very clear in your social calendar. Don't double book your social calendar. Don't try to do too much this week. You want to honor yourself. Set clear boundaries for yourself. It's about self-care, right? Setting clear boundaries. What is the limit of what you are capable of doing? Do you need to take time for yourself? As I'm about to sneeze. Whew. Oh, I thought I was about to sneeze. I needed a moment for myself there. Talking about a moment of self-care. So, how can you set clear boundaries for yourself? And then do it in a gracious and graceful way. Because it's tempting to want to do it all, to have it all. And when the 10 of Diamonds is present, we may feel entitled to have it all even. The 10 is the energy of the princess. So be on the lookout for ways in which you feel entitled to have it all. And if so, then you may double cross yourself. You may even double cross someone else, because you feel like, well, why not? I'm the princess. I can do as I please. And so what if that other person's feelings are hurt, right? Maybe I said yes that I would do it, but really I don't want to do it, so guess what? I'm just not going to do it. We want to be on the lookout for that kind of entitled energy. And you may be on the receiving end of that this week too, as somebody just doesn't follow through and flakes out on you. In all of this, what helps us is to be aware that this is an energy pattern that's playing out, so we don't take it personally, and we don't get personally offended when we experience it. And so therefore we would, at our best, we wouldn't blame or get into throwing accusations around or name calling, right? We can get really snarky and mean with this Ten of Diamonds energy present, because it's an entitled princess energy, and if we don't get what we want, we can throw these passive aggressive jabs around. So you would be aware of passive aggressively trying to reassert your boundaries. If you weren't able to do it in a gracious and graceful way, you may find that you use snarky sarcasm to try to reassert your boundaries. And vice versa, you may experience that from other people. It's all about self-worth and being honored and being cherished and being valued. And of course that starts with how we perceive ourselves. How do we evaluate our own self-worth? How do we perceive our own self-worth? Right? That's how we start to play the Ten of Diamonds well, is we take note of our own value of ourselves, our own worth, that we, as individuals, that we matter, which clearly we do, because here we are materialized in physical form. We matter, right? And that's the starting point, is to realize, hey, I matter. My physical, biological needs matter. If I need to take a break, eat some lunch, go take a shower, get a good night's sleep, my physical needs matter. Right? You may even find that you do sleep a little bit more this week under this influence of the Ten of Diamonds. You may even feel like you're wanting to nurture yourself and take care of yourself more. And I encourage you to do that. But then at the same time, be aware of clear boundaries, because we can overindulge, right? We need clear boundaries on both sides of the equation, so to speak, meaning clear boundaries to protect ourselves from the intrusion of other people into our personal space, but also clear boundaries of discipline for ourselves, so that we're not overindulging in our self-care. What I invite you to do this week, and again, whenever the Ten of Diamonds energy is present, is to be receptive to abundance. See how there's an empty space at the center? It's like a container. And so I encourage you to hold the container of your life open to receive abundance, gifts, maybe unexpected gifts, maybe unexpected blessings, or, as I said before, compliments and praise, attention, people taking note of you. Hold that container open to receive the abundance that life wants to give you. If you close that, then you won't receive the abundance, and you'll double cross yourself. You can see in the sacred symbolism this hexagonal structure. It's the same structure that bees use to make their honeycomb, to store the honey. It's the lightest, strongest, most resilient structure found in nature. So what honey can you gather this week into your honeycomb? And how can you hold that space, that container, to receive the honey of life? This will be in play this week. And again, anytime the Ten of Diamonds is present. How can I hold space for the honey of life? And then for you to realize, what is that honey for you? What's that sweetness? What's the good stuff? And how can you receive more of the good stuff in your life? And what would it take for you to create the container to receive that good stuff? Right? Think about the shape of a coffee mug or a tea mug. It has a nice handle to hold, and it has a nice bowl. So it has a good container to hold what we want. How can you make yourself, metaphorically speaking, into a container to receive the good stuff of your life? That's in play this week. And that's the game. How to hold sacred space to receive all the good stuff of life. And as always, I wish you good luck playing the game of your life. May you live your life like it's your favorite game to play.